So, how much awareness? I think that Adejoke has spoken to that. The awareness level is really low, and that's something that really needs to be improved upon. But what I have found, I experienced in the field is that while you're creating awareness, there must be the infrastructure that enables people to practice that behavior that you're informing them about. If I know to segregate my waste at home and I segregate it at home, and the waste collector comes and puts everything together and just picks everything together, then I have a problem because, why did I waste my energy separating it? That is going to be a discouragement for practicing segregation at home for me. So while we are creating awareness, we need to create the enabling infrastructure. If Adejoke also mentioned, if you tell somebody, okay, drink water, drink clean water, where is he going to get the clean water from? So he's going to go towards where the clean water is. So while we're creating the awareness, which is low, we must build the infrastructure, which is non-existent. There are efforts being made in certain places to put in this segregated bins and all of that. Where those bins are, then educate that environment and then put the bins there. Working with the Food and Beverage Recycling Alliance, we go into schools to teach children, because we know that if they form the habit early, then the behavior is going to grow with them through their lifetime. But we have adults who are already throwing their waste out of the windows of cars. If you're driving on the streets, you see that all of the time. If you have those segregated bins along the roads and you're even coming to enforce, they would have seen the segregated bins. They would have been told, do not dump your refuse without segregating them. And then the infrastructure is there. Then you can enforce. So there are three things that must work together. Put the infrastructure in place, build the awareness, then democratize the enforcement, because you must let the law enforcement know exactly what they're enforcing so that they can do it. So education needs to happen at all levels, multi-sector education, starting from young people to the older people. Now, when you teach the children in schools, what we do already there is to put the segregated bins there and also have a collector come in to pick it up, because sometimes that infrastructure does not exist, the process does not exist. Those who are the practitioners are not available in that neighborhood. So there's a lot of things that need to be done. Access to land, access to space, access to the equipment that you need, access to the infrastructure. All those things must work together while we're going towards finding a solution. Now, there's research that is ongoing, and we're talking about recyclable plastics. If plastic is recyclable, then you can use it and reuse it, and then recycle it and use it again. So that way you're not bringing in fresh plastic into the environment. Already that will reduce that. Now, as we continue with our research and innovation to look for more sustainable packaging, we must not go back to cutting down all the trees, but all the research that is going on now, how can you have biodegradable material that is safe? Because one of the reasons why we use plastics to package is that it is safe. We don't want to protect the food until it gets to the table of the consumer, because security and safety are paramount. Food safety is paramount. You don't want to harm anybody's health, so you must protect it. So while we're researching to find a solution for the packaging that we use currently, we need to really think deeper and take more action to provide the infrastructure and the awareness and the processes that we need to manage our plastic waste. Now, there is a policy on plastic waste management which actually assigns roles and responsibilities, including that of the consumer. You and I have to be more responsible in how we use our plastic. The doctor from Kaduna, I think, has talked about using her water bottle. For instance, I do not leave any bottle that there is still some water in anywhere. I do not leave bottles anywhere. If I go to parties, I go to events, I am there with a bin bag to collect bottles even used by other people, because I want to send them for recycling. But that's because I know, and I have somebody who can come and pick it up.
All right.